Okay.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mac and Cheese Podcast. I know it's a very, impromptu episode, but we want to try something a little different today. We're not interviewing anybody. We are actually going to discuss regarding from Sunday's game, yesterday's game. At the time of this recording is Sunday, was Sunday, but the game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Green Bay Packers, but more into what is going on with Green Bay right now. And before we go into that, just it's been a crazy week, that's for sure. But hey, heard some great news though. At least Tom raised 78,000 for OAR, Organization for Autism Research. So that's awesome. Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, finally got the My Time Award for Children's Emmys. And that's really awesome. And I heard some bad news too. Like one of the biggest content creators for Fallout had passed away, so Fallout community lost another guy since Benny, Matty Perry, but and a lot of other things, including what the topic we're going to talk about today. So let's get things started. So honestly, looking into the game yesterday, I did not have access to the game. I'm not sure if you did or not.
Yeah, I watched it. I have YouTube TV.
You had YouTube TV. I had to watch from Tom Grossi and his stream, and
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, what are your thoughts about the game so far? Like how it looked?
The Tampa game, right? Only
Yeah,
Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, I was so mad.
Like
I'm so mad.
let's start little by little. Let's go into the
Okay.
first. How did you feel about the first half?
My thoughts are blank right now. First half, I think it's the referees that screwed us.
You think it's the referees that screwed us?
I think it's referees in our defense. Our defense is so bad.
We'll
get to defense later.
I didn't hear much rep ball, but I did hear a lot about the defense though. But
ref ball was huge. It was like pass interference, like missing pass interference again, like the Chiefs game. It was bad.
Oh God.
Not as worse, but bad enough where people were calling it on our game.
Yeah, and of course we had that fumble, of course by Kingsley and Barr, and then Tucker Kraft scored a touchdown off of it, which is great, a great start. Down 3-0 to just 7-3. There we go, and then of course things didn't get much better. I mean, we made a couple stops, but forced them to a field goal. We also got a field goal, or no, yeah. Towards the end of the half, we forced a field goal because, well, we'll get into that. But Mike Evans caught an easy touchdown. That was pretty bad. And then, of course, 2nd and 29 turned into 3rd and 5. And you first half seeing that, that's a big warning saying you're going to see a lot of this shit. And pardon my French, but this game just actively – I'm still not calm after this game. I'm still – it's just awful, man, awful. But how did you feel?
Towards the end of the game? Or for that one?
Like from that point going forward, how did you feel about that?
I was frustrated in our defense, obviously, which I know this basically what this episode is about. Jordan Love needs to do better, like how he was in the Chiefs, Lions on Thanksgiving, Chargers at home. We do have the Panthers coming up, and I know you'll be at that game.
Oh yeah, so, I will be at the game.
If you can get Joe Barry out of there, anyone can.
Well, the thing is, Jordan Love, looking into his stats, he was 29 for 39, 284 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He got sacked a couple times, but that's more on the fault of the O-line not holding up. So Jordan Love was fine.
Yep.
I didn't see a whole lot of issues. He missed a couple passes, yes, but let's face it was just horrible play calling by Matt LaFleur, mainly, and receivers having trouble getting open. But that happened less often than not, so that's a plus. And did it make you feel better to see the offense on the field at least trying to perform some way?
Yeah, because we had Aaron Jones back. This was the first game in like 3 weeks since he was back, so it made me like feel happy. But again, like if we had AJ Dillon, that would probably be a game changer. And
Uh,
Jair, I know we might talk about Jair with what happened with him.
yeah.
That was a huge mess.
Well, honestly, from what apparently we had AJ Dillon or Aaron Jones, we just had him do a big run, you know,
Yeah.
and of course AJ Dillon was out because of his thumb injury. Of course, we had Patrick Taylor. I didn't see much Kenyon Drake at all, but
He did a little bit.
after that big run from Aaron Jones in the beginning, you didn't see much of him. You see him get stuffed up in the middle or way
Yep.
too far in the backfield, which I keep saying this over and over again. I'm sick of seeing that crap. Our O-line cannot hold up about that mess. Why keep shoving him way far back in the backfield and just have him stuffed and lose a couple yards or to barely get anything at best?
Hmm.
That's pointless. Keep him to the left, keep him to the right, or double up.
Yeah.
That would do you way better. It's so suspect. It makes no sense. You had Jones come back and not let him play a whole lot. Come on, man. It's impossible. You got to feed them the ball if you want to win games offensively. Like, don't get me wrong. I love that our receivers are doing great. I love our tight ends doing great. But the big issue is we need our running backs to do good. And it doesn't help when play calling denies the running backs of doing anything successful.
Yeah.
You know?
Hmm.
And, of course, the defense, I'm going to give the slightest bit of credit. The front defense did fine. They did all that they could. Of course, Enekbari, we just said, had that fumble in the beginning. Gary did good. Quay
Lucas did fantastic.
Lucas Van Ness, love how much he's doing well with the sacks. I want to see more of that. I love that pick since we got him in the draft.
Me too.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the front line? I mean, I just shared your mind, so.
Yeah. So, like you said, like Anibare Kenny Clark was fantastic. Like you said, I was probably one of the only ones on Twitter that was cheering for Lucas Van Ness for our team.
Mhm.
I wanted him so bad.
Right?
Like I do mock drafts, like I told you in the past. I drafted him every single one. And I like traded for the Patriots like pick as well to get him. Because I got JSN first one and then traded for the Patriots to get Lucas Van Ness. It's just fun. We need to give a shout out to Dontavian Wicks.
Dontavian, Jaden Reed, they're killing as rookies on the offensive front. Lucas Van Ness is doing his best. He's doing all that he could. I don't blame him on the field. Again, going to Joe Barry, he's the reason why things are not going well. But, rookies showing that they can be good. Some of the second-year guys like Romeo Dobbs is doing good. Christian Watson needs a little bit of push, but I get he's injured, But he's trying. I can see that he's trying. Dylan, he's picking up too as a veteran. You're seeing – and you can give a lot of excuses for the offense. The offense, they're a young team. They're new. There's not a whole lot, that you can really – defense, other than maybe Lucas Van Ness, there's not a whole lot of young guys,
I mean, Barry, he's kind of young.
So there's no reason why they can't, make these stops and put pressure on Baker Mayfield and cover Chris Godwin. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
and Mike Evans. Mike Evans, too.
The secondary, dear God.
Oh, God. No.
Did you see the post made by The Onion?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Onion, the comedy channel page,
I saw that today.
Yeah. Oh, God. When The Onion is making fun of your team, you're fucked.
No.
And it sucks because I really wanted to see this talent do well. But Joe Barry's lining all these secondaries far back. There's a reason why 2nd and 25 turned into or 29 turned into 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
Or so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't matter. And I know we need safeties and all that in the draft coming up. But even with the guys we get in the draft, it's the same thing. I feel like with the coordinators, they don't know how to run. I mean, I'll give Mike Pettin this. He can at least try to cover on pass coverage. He's not great with the run. No one has been great since the Super Bowl. Of course, Dom Capers had that falter. Patton, same thing. And now Barry. But at least Patton and Capers were able to do pass coverage.
Yep.
Barry, oh God, it was horrible. Why? And we've been saying this before. Why would you put linebackers as corners?
Mhm.
Why? Everyone who knows how to shit in their bum-bums know about, don't put your linebackers as a corner. Because linebackers are ground, corners are for the air, and yet they still do that.
Right.
So why put Preston Smith, the whole Preston Smith, Justin Jefferson thing, it's still that way here. And they think it's going to work. I don't care. Maybe once in a while you get a Quay Walker pick 6, but even then, linebackers have to be in the front.
Mm-hmm.
You can't rely on them to fall back and play secondary when they have to play the front line. That's not their job. That's not what they're paid for. That's not their talent.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we kind of already mentioned this on your episode, actually. Shout out to Life of Mary podcast. How you said cornerbacks need to be like on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Cornerbacks need to be on the cornerback. Linebackers need to be on the run game. Campbell, I'm not sure if you've read Andy Herman's tweets. Campbell, a lot of Packer fans want Campbell to go. What are your thoughts about that?
Why would you want Devondre Campbell to go? That makes no sense.
A lot of people didn't like how he blocked or something on Godwin's or Evans.
That's more of a human error. And plus, why would you put Devondre Campbell on, like I said, linebacker on wide receiver? Why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not on Devondre Campbell. That's on Joe Barry himself.
Right.
It's another Preston Smith on Justin Jefferson situation that makes no sense and is hurting you.
Preston Smith on Devontae Adams. Justin Jefferson wasn't in our game.
No, there was it was that way when we played Minnesota.
I don't think Jefferson was in that because the hamstring.
Was it?
He wasn't in.
No,
it was Devontae. It was Adams.
You're right, he wasn't. I'm sorry, I completely forgot.
It was Adams.
On Jordan Addison or something, but
it was Addison and then Adams.
Addison and Adams. Yeah. Adams then to play the Raiders beforehand, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Why put linebacker on wide receiver? That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Makes no sense because we keep relying on Chris Godwin, Mike Evans to get easy touchdowns, and same thing with the freaking Giants game. It's the same situation. And Jordan Love, I've seen Jordan Love improve. Like this game, last week's game, I was nervous that he was going to throw like a game-losing interception against the Giants. He did not. He at least threw a game-winning touchdown that could have got us the win if the defense would have stepped up. But there are so many games where the defense failed to step up. Even in one-score games, you've got the Broncos, Raiders, Giants, Falcons. Even some games that weren't that great, like the Vikings were trying to hand us the win in the Green Bay. So many times we got down 2 scores. Complete under garbage. Steelers, same thing, another one-score game where we
Bucs could be the same story. The game yesterday could be the same story.
That game, same thing, could be the same story. If we would have covered, we would have done well.
Yeah.
Like, it's just unnecessary.
Yeah.
And of course, hearing the news that I wanted to ask you this. How do you feel about what Matt LaFleur said?
So I really didn't hear it, but I've seen it. From what I've seen, I don't know. I think Barry needs to be fired. I think Barry needs to be fired. His contract is up after the season. Saying that, I don't think it's going to be redone. I don't know if it's time for LaFleur to go, though, is the issue. Because that's another thing people have been calling out for, is LaFleur's job. And Rich Bisaccia's as well.
Right. Me, controversial opinion. Bisaccia, maybe another year, but he needs to. This is the warning year. Get your shit together.
So what are you thinking about Rich Bisaccia as head coach?
If he can't step up on special teams, I don't think he can step up.
God. Yeah. Right.
That Raiders might have been a fluke when they went to the playoffs that year.
Right.
That's all I gotta say. But he needs to step up. If
Um,
he's here next year, he needs to step up and not be like Barry.
yeah. Matt LaFleur. People wanted him gone.
Because of the questionable hiring process, and then of course what he said on the stream on the interview stream today, especially. Like you heard what he said, right?
No, I was in the red like I told you.
Well, at the minimum, he said that that Barry's going to be coaching the defense for the rest of the season.
I saw that.
Right. And even Tom said the shout out to him, Tom Grassi. But what more will it take until Joe Barry is gone?
Right.
What more will it take? Because we see this.
People are saying playoffs lose. Like not making to playoffs.
We're not making the playoffs with this kind of defense. I know we're facing off against, Bryce Young. We're facing off against Nick Mullins. We're facing off against Justin Fields. Let's face this. If the Panthers just got off a win against the Falcons.
Yeah.
The Vikings, even though Nick Mullins was their QB, they at least kept it competitive with the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bears have been looking a little bit better.
Yeah, true. But Bears are playing at Lambeau, though. So that might have an effect. I don't know.
It might be, but Soldier Field is also outdoors.
Okay, but still snowy. I meant like the snowy factorness.
There's snow in Chicago, too.
Dang it. Stop giving them credit. No.
I don't want to give him credit, but good Lord, I'm scared. I'm nervous as hell, especially with the Joe Barry defense. Jordan Love in the offense, I smile when I see him on the field.
Did you see the stats between Aaron Rodgers, rookie, and Jordan Love now?
Yeah, Jordan Love looked better.
So the stats between Aaron Rodgers, rookie year, 3 years into the league, Jordan Love just needs 4 more touchdowns to tie Aaron Rodgers' rookie season.
Yeah,
he's 4.
I think he can get it. I have more faith in the offense because Jaden Reed has been proving it. David Wicks, Romeo Dobbs, Tucker Kraft, everybody's been pushing in to do what they can.
You might hate me for asking this question. Josiah DeGora. What do we do with him?
Send him out with him on practice squad.
What? Okay.
Send him away. He hasn't been that great. He's one of those third-round picks that we've been dealing with. And, in the third round, we always struggle in that situation. And DeGora has not proven that he can be a quality tight end. He might block, but that's it.
All right. Who do you want to be the new defensive coordinator?
See, like I told you before, when I wanted in the offseason with Brian Flores, I wanted him to be part of the coaching staff. And you could see it in Minnesota. You could see how well that defense and that secondary stepped up. They can push it to the limit. Daniel Hunter, a nightmare, a sack leader. I hate the guy as a player, but I love that man as a human. I'm sure that dude, I hate him out of envy. He is something that I want on my team, especially with Brian Flores. Brian Flores has been pushing it. He's been showing he can be a great coach. And it sucks that we decided, Joe Barry way better than freaking Brian Flores. Come on, man. But defensive coordinator, to answer the question, I know I've been rambling. Yeah, it's weird because I'm seeing a lot of suggestions, like, of course, Bill Belichick, Robert Saleh. I heard someone say they want Brandon Staley.
I heard Al Harris too. Al
Harris is a good choice too.
And Nick Collins today.
Nick Collins, I haven't heard about that. But Al Harris, I've been hearing he's probably the number one choice. Other than
I know a lot of people wanted the Badgers one, Jim Leonard. Yeah.
Oh, we've been wanting that for a long time.
Thing is, he already said no to us last season. What makes him think he's going to say yes again? Is the thing.
He loves the Badgers way more than he loves the Packers, that's for sure.
Well, I know, but he already turned us down. What makes people think he's going to say yes this time?
Exactly. It's the same thing I said before about trying to draft JSN. We are not going to get JSN. What makes you think we're going to get him? If we fail to do so before, what makes you think we can do it again? Did
you see the stats between Dante and Wicks? Did you see the
Yeah.
stats between
And besides, what?
Dontavian Wicks and JSN? Like, people are comparing those two.
Mm-hmm. Oh, plus, at the time, I didn't think wide receiver was a big need because we had Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs. They're playing okay, and I thought, maybe they could step up, and I was kind of right, So it was pointless to go pick JSN.
Yeah.
It made no sense. I wanted Darnell Washington, or of course Brian Branch, but we all know how that went.
Yeah.
Good God, I wince alongside Tom with that shit. You should have seen me when I was watching that draft. That was just, oh God.
You know what would be fun to do if you're up for it? To
No.
record our reactions for the Packers draft picks. Could you just imagine? Oh God.
They know we needed safety, and we haven't drafted safety maybe until like round 7, probably. I forgot what round it was, but
It was 7th with Anthony Johnson Jr.
yeah, I haven't seen much of him at all.
Me neither. He's been inactive most of the time.
Yeah, he was been injured for most of the season.
Can we talk about Jair Alexander?
Yes, we can talk about Jair speaking of secondaries. Of course, we
No,
all heard.
I meant the Instagram issue.
Yeah, the rumors exactly.
What do you think about that?
Well, why don't you go first?
Okay, so I looked at it this morning, and he has some Packer pictures, like a little bit of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you have to scroll through them.
Right.
And the thing is, he's been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that people have to realize. He's been doing this for a while now. It's not like he's not active on Twitter, but also a lot of other players aren't, is the issue. I'm not mad at him for doing that. Mm-hmm. Right? He hasn't been giving hints like, hey, I want to be traded to a different team. And he also just got an extension. What makes you guys think he's going to leave the Packers? And he hasn't been sending the eyeball emoji out either. If he sends the eyeball emoji out, I would be more concerned. He hasn't done that.
Yeah, for the witch's eye, yeah.
Yeah, like Zadarius Smith did. Perfect example.
Yeah, honestly, with me, I'm thinking it's more of him protesting that Joe Barry is still on the team. I think that's his way of kind of protesting it.
Yeah, could be. I didn't think of it that way.
Because did you see the picture of Rashawn Gary sitting alone on side of the bench?
Yep, people kept telling me that one.
Did you also get Quay Walker's comment too on talking about the defensive changes?
What did you say? No.
He said he was asked if Joe Barry mentioned any changes for the defense, and he said he did say something, but I'm not going to get into that.
Okay.
Sign he's losing to the that Barry's losing the locker room, and same thing with Rashawn Gary sitting alone on the bench, frustrated at the fact that this defense is what cost the game.
So what's it going to take to fire Joe Barry? Is it players?
It might be if players start just protesting, like they're losing the locker room. And for sure, it's starting to feel like, I've been saying this before. We are the NFC equivalent of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if I started hearing in Lambeau Field or others, or even in Carolina or in Minnesota, if we started doing Fire Barry chants, kind of like how they did with Matt Canada, or Fire Matt LaFleur, or whatever. I wouldn't be shocked to hear that.
Right.
Because let's face it, it's what's been killing this team for a long time, because Barry knew the assignment. He knows his defense needs to step up, and he's failed to allow this great amount of talent to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Did
you see Leroy Butler's tweet about Barry?
No, actually.
He's even mad about it. I don't know what it said word for word, but he was like, Packers, you guys need to fix this up.
Yeah. Here, let me look at it.
Yeah, I don't have it on my phone.
Yeah, let me look at Leroy Butler right quick.
But he tweeted something after the game yesterday.
Okay, yeah, he said it. Yeah, he said it yesterday. Well, the Packers defense gives me heartburn. with so much on the line. The last 2 losses are very disappointing. I guess growing pains are expected, but the defense looks like they are tired and running out of gas. Simple. Win all 3 games. Player only meaning needed. You
No,
know? He's
that's
tired.
laid out perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, why is no one thinking about this? Leroy Butler, defensive coach. I don't know if he's going to want to, but
I don't think so.
it's worth a try.
Somebody already said that he did. They want Leroy Butler to be
Tremont Williams, he said he wants to be a coach. Perfect.
if he can do a good defense, yeah. But do you think I think that the criteria though for coordinators for the past several years, is keeping up with the same situation, not stopping
Wait,
the run, not
who
making
was
it's nothing.
who was the defensive coach for the Super Bowl run that we did? Was
I
that
think it was
Cooper?
Papers
Oh, he's gone. I was gonna say bring him back just to
because
see.
it went downhill. Then Mike Pettin stepped in for a couple years until 2020, and then
Well,
2021 Barry stepped
right. But what if we bring Capers back like we brought Clemens back?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's done.
Oh, okay.
He's
Do you
probably
think
retired.
Clemens? What do you think we do with Clemens? Is he back for one more season with us?
Clemens.
The quarterback coach?
Clemens,
Mhm.
I think he's fine. I think he's doing okay. Seeing how Jordan Love is developing, he's doing
Yeah,
something right.
yeah, but that makes me think, what if we have Sean Clifford in for like a quarter?
Why? Unless we're leading by a mile, we're not
Well, I
gonna.
mean, like if we're eliminated out of playoffs, like to a point, like have him play like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, kneel down at least,
Maybe a kneel down, but I don't
like
see.
Ben Kurt did.
You know, he's meant to be more of a backup in case let's say
Right.
Jordan Love gets hurt or they're taking a substantial lead, and Sean Clifford can just hang around and get some reps in.
Yep.
But
We're thankful our quarterback has not got hurt at all.
no, so far, thank God. Don't knock on wood. But
What were your thoughts about the Jair thing? Thank you, Seb.
yeah, I kind of said it. It was I think it was more of him protesting Joe Barry.
Oh, that's right.
Perfectly reasonable. I totally understand. I don't blame Jair for that.
Me neither.
Jair may, he can talk the talk and he can walk the walk. He's proven that. And if you're the highest paid corner in the league, one of the best corners in the league, or one of the highest paid corners, I think, but one of the best corners in the league, and you see this kind of performance from your defense, especially from your coach. Peter Bukowski, shout out Locked On Packers, made a perfect analogy here, with teachers and children, teachers and students. I don't know if you heard that one.
Yeah, I have.
But yeah, of course, for those who haven't heard, when one student is failing, it's on the student or the parent. When it's multiple people, yeah, it's the teacher. And Joe Barry, multiple guys are failing mainly because of the bad play calls. And it's just horrible. I feel like Jair on this one. He's absolutely right. Why would he want to be around a coach who doesn't let this defense show that they can have the talents to perform? And I talked this on a group chat, Packers diehards family. I'm on that group chat, so that's how I found out a lot of these news. And oh Lord, I've seen all the stats, especially with Joe Barry's. Even though yes, he did hold out mostly to 20 points, but his stats are all mainly in the 20s or below.
Yeah.
You're at least 20th or below,
Mm-hmm.
and in everything, and it's sad. It's just that's not worth a job worth keeping. And
Right.
oh God, and and LaFleur, him also saying that it's a defensive miscommunication. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's just time to clean house with the coaches for defense and offensive line. Why not?
I think mainly just with the main 3, maybe the main 2, LaFleur and Barry, but Bisaccia.
No. I'm saying, but Barry, offensive line coach in specific. Luke Buckus or Adam Stenavich.
Stenavich, maybe, but I'm not sure. I think it's.
Okay. In my defense, I just don't like Josh Myers or Royce.
I mean, Myers is okay. I mean, we might need a new center, maybe. We need to build up that O line, and haven't been building up an O line in the first round for a long time because it's all defense.
Yeah.
Savage, I might have been a little hard on him, but he's okay. But he needs to definitely get better and make sure that his O line can hold up because if you're rated one of the best O lines and you're underperforming, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of LaFleur play calls. I don't know. I don't pay attention much to the O line, so I can't really say much.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm kind of trying not to be so hard.
You know who would be a good person for O-line talk?
O-line?
Yeah, I just thought of someone.
What do you think of Brian Bulaga, Iowa?
Yeah, I already tried that one. That's not funny. He's verified. Mike Wall. He's a former offensive lineman for us. He does Pack-A-Day with Andy.
Yeah.
And he was like a former.
Who was I don't think he wants to coach, but Brian
No,
Bulaga.
I meant as a guest.
Too.
Not coaching. I meant as a guest.
As a guest. Oh,
yeah, like to help break it down. No.
If we're trying to replace Savage. I don't know. This is not what I'm worried about right now. I'm more worried about Green Bay, what's going on.
I know.
What they can do to fix this. Of course, the obvious. Joe Barry needs to be gone ASAP for as soon as yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Just the fact that Fire Joe Barry was trending yesterday says enough. Even though we get it trending every week, it seems like now.
Like I said, if of course, I'm going to the Panthers game coming up. That's the next game. If I hear Fire Joe Barry chants all over Panther Stadium at Bank of America Stadium, I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be like, I might even join in on the chants. I wouldn't be shocked because, what more do we need to see?
Mm-hmm.
What more do we need to see from this guy? And Matt LaFleur, I'm sorry, he needs to learn to grow a pair and actually make better decisions. He can't just be so conservative and nervous all the time about each play call that he makes. You got to find a confident play call that you can be confident with. And it can't just be conservative play calling all over and over. Because Giants game, I'm sure I can assure you, multiple end arounds over and over and over and over and over again. That's just a definition of insanity right there.
Mm-hmm.
And use the run, dude. Just use the run correctly.
Yeah. How about AJ Hawk as a defensive coach?
I don't think he wants to leave Pat McAfee's show because he's currently he's liking the gig.
Oh, true.
I'll leave it.
I would say Clay Matthews would be good, but I don't know if he wants to do that.
He's defense. He's not.
Okay, I meant to replace Barry.
I mean, I'm not sure. But I don't know. I mainly want someone who has coaching experience.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine.
That's why Salah was brought up. Belichick.
Yeah.
Harris.
See, I don't think the Patriots are going to give us Belichick. I don't see that happening.
No. I don't see Belichick at all.
I can see maybe Salah if the Jets get rid of him. Maybe. Because LaFleur and Salah seems to have like a connection going.
Somewhat, but.
But then again, we said that about Barry, and look what happened there.
Right. Even though I'm not sure.
Flores would be fun.
Even if he does get fired, I don't think he wants to go to Green Bay.
Salah? Probably not.
Yeah.
I want Flores, if anything.
I doubt Flores is going to want to leave the Vikings.
Well, I mean, revenge on the Vikings if he gets released.
Maybe, but knowing that heads don't really want to do that, I'm sure that they probably would pass on him for no freaking reason.
No, I understand. It would just be fun.
Yeah. Like I said, Harris is the best choice, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, he has no coaching ability, like you said.
No, Harris has.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he's quarterback coach for the Cowboys.
Oh, no, I meant Al Harris, former Packer.
Al Harris.
Wait, he's a coach now? I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, did you not watch the Cowboys lose yesterday against the Bills?
I don't think really the defense. I seen the game. I saw the game.
Oh.
I think it's also just the O-line wasn't holding up either.
Okay.
Remember, it was 31-3 for a
I
reason.
didn't watch the game, so okay.
But the Bills were trying to fire all cylinders because they know, hey, playoff shots. Cowboys, other than maybe the division, they already clinched a playoff berth.
True.
So, but
Yeah.
it's not just the defense is failing. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a reason why Bland has the record he has, and he's a corner
Yeah.
for pick sixes.
Uh-huh. It's mostly because of Harris, I feel like. Come to Green Bay, Harris. Get
Yeah,
revenge on your Cowboys.
yeah, and he could help develop the secondary a bit more too. And if he can let the linebackers, or maybe even our linebackers coach could be a great choice too.
See, that's the thing is, people, I don't know if you've seen the tweets, people don't want any of our Packers coaches right now in that position.
Right. But there are some coaches that are trying at least.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Oh, did you see that? You saw the tweet that I sent you, right? About the Fox and Joe Barry turkey leg thing?
Yeah, I did. I was kind of laughing at that a little bit. It was
So, because
honestly,
of, oh, sorry, I was just going to explain it. Because of the turkey, what was it called again? Turkey bowl, whatever?
turkey leg.
Turkey leg? Yeah.
Because Jordan Love wasn't given a turkey leg on.
On Thanksgiving against the Lions. So, people in the Packers fans were like, oh, Fox will trade Joe Barry for Jordan Love's turkey leg.
Yeah, Love from Wisco on Twitter, shout out there.
Was that
Yeah,
her?
willing to trade Joe Barry for that half-eaten turkey leg. I totally get that.
I didn't know she did that. That's fantastic.
I think she just saw it and just took a picture of it because someone probably had that sign.
That's fantastic.
And it's just a good lord. Sucks because you would think we would have a close game and an advantage, maybe with the cold weather and all that, but
The thing is, we haven't seen snow at Lambeau either.
there was a little bit of snow when, the week before, or not the week before, but 2 weeks
I'll
before.
bring it with me.
But that's
I'll bring it with me. I promise. It's gonna be like in the 20s here tomorrow.
I know. I'm not shocked. I got family. I totally get that in Minnesota. So
Hey, I'm in Missouri. Trust me, I'm in Kansas City area right now. I hate it. No. Hey, at least I can talk some trash. Huh?
it could be in the Colorado.
No. I went through Dallas today. Is that bad enough?
You don't want to be in the Rocky Mountains, especially up in Denver?
My sister, no.
Oh boy.
God damn it! We drove through Dallas today. Is that not bad enough?
See, maybe northern Texas you get a bit of snow, but it's hard. It's not often. I don't know. I've never been to Texas, but I don't think it'll be often to find snow there. Other than Texas.
No. They literally just got snow like 2 years ago.
Yeah, because they had that massive power outage and all that mess,
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it's worse than Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a lot worse, but they're also used to it.
Yeah, the northern Midwest is always worse, but yeah, like you said, they were used to it. Texas is far south. They're not used to it. If Florida had that same deep freeze, they all be.
Don't even bring that to me. Don't even. Don't even. No.
You guys can survive hurricanes, but you can't survive a snowstorm. You'd be DED dead.
I can. I'm from Wisconsin. Literally winter coats and everything right here.
Florida natives who stay in Florida, that's for sure.
Oh, I guess we can end.
I mean,
is there anything else?
We can kind of end with you saw, there was a lot of people out there too. Like, Caden was at the game too. Remember that?
No, I was texting. I tweeted him that Jordan Love picture.
Good Lord, there's pain. And long story short, Of course, you confirming what everybody else already knows. Barry needs to be fired. LaFleur needs to grow some balls or he's going to get fired. My opinion, one more warning year of Bisaccia. One warning. If not, he's gone.
Yep. Yep.
Clean house a bit. But Jordan Love is doing fine. I'm seeing still a lot of people bashing him. No,
Yeah.
no, it's not as like I said, I just said the stats. He did fine. But this defense, letting Baker Mayfield be the first QB in NFL history to step into Lambeau and come out with a perfect passer rating, unacceptable. Just highly unacceptable. I don't see us making the playoffs after this mess. The Rams currently hold the 7th seed. It's sad to watch. I'll be in Charlotte for the game and watching, and things need to change and fast.
We'll actually talk to you before that game.
Huh?
Spoiler alert. I said we'll actually talk to you before that game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I might try to do what I can to get some snippets or something.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
I know.
The 21st episode.
Oh, yeah, that too. But
Oh, I just realized that's a recording. Whatever. I already tweeted it out. It's okay.
Yeah. But otherwise, guys, this is just frustrating to watch as a Packer fan, and as Packer fans, for the both of us, for everybody. It's just hell on earth for a lot of us, and we really want this potential because there are people who want to get into the playoffs. We've seen it from the players. We've seen it from the fans. But the coaches are killing this team. And it's about time for a change here.
Yep.
Whether it gets better or for worse, we'll find out. But something has to happen in the near future. But I think we'll close that off. You got any final thoughts?
No. I'll get more. I'll think of some more, I'm sure, when we do the next recording.
Oh, yeah.
Like
definitely.
I usually do.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, we'll be back real soon with another interview.
Actually, 2 interviews because we have
2 interviews.
Ike and Big B.
Please like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts down below about the situation. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of the same thing,
and we both have the comments, so you guys can comment to one of us.
Of course,
be sure to answer it.
Of course, and you can reach us if you're your podcast you want to be interviewed. Of course, you can email the link, which will be put down below. Also, link below for the store. And that's all we got to say. So this is the Angry Cheesehead and Mary podcast, and may the football gods have mercy on this team.
Yeah.